Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome to the podcast live. Thank you. And in case you couldn't tell, we're going old school tonight. How old school, you might ask? This old school. Baby, we're going black and white. The Podocasts is your home for rational crypto news and objectivity, leaving emotion at the door and talking about what we like, why we like it, and where we see it going. We are not offering financial advice. And you notice how just abrasive that is on your eyes when you're staring at black and white? We are telling you what we do, and that is all. We don't slow down. We don't let up. Full speed is our only speed. I am your host, Scott, pragmatic investor who has won and lost fortunes. And joining me tonight is absolutely nobody. It is Scott. It is Scott alone.
Oh, hey.
And thank you very much. Here at the podcast, we have a tendency to talk about what others are not talking about and bringing the focus onto use case cryptos because, as we know, these are what drive the market and bring innovation to a world that desperately needs it. The status quo is no longer acceptable, and it's time for a technological revolution. Welcome to crypto, and welcome to the podcast. And thank you. So, yeah, man, I'm by myself tonight, and this gets it's a little bit tough, but we got the chat window sitting right over here. So we're an AMA podcast, man. We're always an AMA. You know our opinion. You've seen our videos. You've seen us before. You generally know where we're coming from. But it's not just my opinion. I want to know your opinion. I want to know what's on your mind. I want to address concerns that you may or may not have. And if you don't type them in, I can't get to that. So sticking with the old school theme, and by the way, that was Emery that poked me on this one. He sent me a funny line last night. We use Line. If you guys are not familiar with Line, that's our messaging app. Until Jackal builds one, Marston, Aaron, until one of these two just wonderful developers builds a truly private text type communication system, and until they do that, we just stick with Line. That's what we use. But this whole thing and the whole monologue here sprung from, I guess, something that happened to one of our members, one of the members of the Podocasts, family, man. When it happens to family, we have to address it. So I hate really, I don't like to just regurgitate the same stuff that I said over and over and over. But apparently, maybe we need to just a little bit here. So I'm a big fan. My trading style is APRs, all right? APRs, that's where I live, all right? I put time on my side. When you're putting your crypto to work for you, time is on your side, all right? The longer it goes, the more you earn, the better off it works, and just life, it's good for you, all right? It is absolutely good. How's it going, Omar? Thank you. That's my style. But you cannot just blindly chase an APR, all right? It doesn't work like that. You might luck out. You really might luck out. And honestly, if it was, if you put a gun to my head and say, choose high APR or hold and hope, I'm going to go with the high APR, all right? Because I would rather roll the dice, take a chance, than wait and let other people decide the fate of my money. That ain't in me, babe. So I would still rather go that way. But if you are going to be moving into putting the money to work, you have got to put the money to work in good products. That is really, really important, man. The high APRs are great, all right? They are. Look, it's the way the token's designed, all right? It's called inflation. It's the way that it's designed. Read the white papers of these tokens that you're getting into, because honestly, man, if you want Crypto 101, that is 101, all right? Read the white paper. You should be intimately familiar with what you are investing in. And if you are not intimately familiar with what you are investing in, then why are you putting money into it? I'll get back. I got to catch a question why I see it. I just got into the secret Alter pool on Secret Strap for 130% APR paid in CFI. I think that Alter is making unencrypted. I think they might be. You know what? Alter might be doing a lot of stuff. I tend to stay away from it. We actually had a member stream on this, and we disclosed everything. This is what we see about Alter. There's a reason that we don't talk about it on this program. But I'm not here to tell you how to spend your money. For the position that Alter's in right now, the fact that that thing shed off about 75% of its value, it's probably okay. And the fact that if you're in the Infinity pool over on CFI, you're getting it for free anyway. So there's not a lot of downside to that. And who knows? You might be able to make a go out of that one. It's you could do worse. And you know what? You're paired with Secret, and Secret is about where I think it should be. So honestly, I think that's you'll do okay in that pool. If you were buying up Alter at $2, man, I got nothing for you. I got nothing. You should have listened to the podcast. But let me get back to it. So. You do want to another question. I'm sorry, man. I'm not going to get through this monologue, are we? In light of the $500 million Axie hack, how concerned are you about your liquidity pools being hacked and your funds being stolen? Not terribly. It's you know what, man. Here, let me get to the bottom half of the hour here, and I'll tool around to that one because I understand a lot of people. A lot of people have a lot of concerns about the hacks and all that other good stuff. So let me finish my thought here, and I will tail around to that because again, man, if it's on your mind, it's on my mind. But let's talk sound investing first, and then we're gonna get to the rest of the market. You need to know your investment. You need to know where your money is going. All right, because once you buy it, you own it. Period. That's yours, and you should have a pretty good idea what the token's going to do. You should have two things. One, what is it for? Two, what is it going to do? And the third one, now this is me personally, you need to be able to visualize to yourself a path for this token to get from A to B to C. If you cannot visualize that path, how is it going to do it? Because you can watch YouTube all day, man. People are going to give you promises. This thing's going to 10x. I guarantee it. It's going to the moon, man. Look, there's a rocket on the thumbnail. How can it miss? Do you not see the rocket? But not a lot of them actually ever specifically or even generally tell you how it's going to get from A to B to C. Only that it will. So you see it, you like the person, you pour all your money in, and then you end up just you're down 65-70% on your investment, and then you wonder where you went wrong. See, something starts to happen to you when you start hemorrhaging money like that, and that's called sunk cost bias. Now, this is bad, all right? When you fall into that, and I do like to mention it more and more, I think it's critical. I think it's very critical in crypto because so many people are investing in products that they know nothing about. So sunk cost bias becomes an absolute reality. Because you've devoted money to it, because you've devoted time to it, because you have put all of your metaphorical eggs, well, not that, all your financial eggs in one basket, you will psychologically overvalue what you are in because you need to get your return, because you spent so much time on this, because you watched videos and went to Reddits and talked it up and got together with other people that are like-minded, that this thing must do that because look at all the time that you put into it. So you psychologically start to you psychologically start to overvalue the product that you're looking at. Now, when you're overvaluing it, man, you've given up objectivity at this point. All right, now it's subjective. Now, I don't go there. I absolutely do not go there. And you know what? I've sold early. I've bought late. I've done all of these other things, but I've always been objective about it and being able to realize what I did so that I don't do it again. Now, crypto's tough. It really is tough, and I understand. Yes, I'm sorry. I saw the comment. Yes, it's black and white. We're going old school. Do you like the joke, huh? This is right here,
hey,
huh?
You.
I think it's funny. I think it's funny. And believe it or not, I actually paid for this LUT filter for my camera. I actually paid $2 for this. And I never get to break it out. I just never get to break it out. So here we are. Welcome to welcome to Old School Podcast. And it's also old school because there's no Bell. There's no Emery. I was going to peg Aaron and see from Jackal, see if he'd come on and, we could hack some stuff out. But they're so close to release now, man. I don't want to take him away from his keyboard. Aaron, you need to work, all right? If you're listening to me at all instead of working, what are you doing, man? I'm not saying anything that you don't already know. So why don't I roll over just a little bit and spend some time with my YouTube wallet so that you guys, let me put some context, a little bit of context on what I am talking about. And look at there. Look, man, I'm still black and white. You guys dig that? So let's take a little bit. And by the way, yes, I do. I like to have something to distract myself when I'm on my computer. So it's usually open here. And the only thing that I'm concerned with is Bitcoin. Not because I own any. I own no Bitcoin, 0 Bitcoin. I won't own any. I don't care. But the entire crypto market is effectively valued versus Bitcoin. So as it goes up and down, everything else is going up and down. Now, the reason I don't like Bitcoin is because it's purely speculative. It doesn't do anything. All right, when nations start trading in Bitcoin as opposed to, say, the reserve dollar, you know what? You got my attention now. All right, because it is at least doing something. But as it sits right now, it's not doing anything, so I have no interest in it. But let me take you around to my own personal wallet here so I can put a little bit of context on what I am saying. Now, where I say chase good APRs, go for good APRs, that's to put your money to work. But a couple things. One, understand what is generating the APR. Where's it coming from? Are these pennies from heaven? Because they are absolutely not. Now, if you've spent some time and you've read your white paper and you understand the token, the inflation, so forth and so on, that APR is going to make sense to you. But again, if you haven't, then that APR is just a complete myth. Doesn't mean anything. It's just, again, pennies from heaven. Look how great this is. They give me money. It doesn't work like that. All right. There is no there is no free money. It has to come from somewhere. It has to be created from something. So understand where it is being created from, and that will help you, zoom in a little bit on your investment and say, okay, I understand this. I get what they're doing with it. It seems fair. So I like the product. I like where they're going. I can see how they get from A to B to C. So the APR makes sense to me. So I'm all over it. That's what you need to do. And if you can't do that, then honestly, what are you doing? But let's get real specific. So I have I have a decent amount. And you know what? Honestly, on my real wallet, look, there's more zeros here, but I digress. I'm heavy in 560. Now, I'm heavy in 560 because I'm getting 102% on it. That's 86% and 16% from the superfluid staking. But it's not the APR that is exciting because I can do better on SiftChain. I can do better on several other pools right here on Osmosis. What I like about this one is it is what is effectively a stable token, and Osmo is stable, relatively stable. For crypto, it's insanely stable. It's the native currency. It's the native token of Osmosis right here. All the transactions that happening on here, they happen because of Osmosis. If you need to see these transactions, which is really cool because Cosmos does this and not too many other people do. But if you need to see the actual number of transfers that are occurring right here, they blow it out for you. Take a look. Osmosis right there on top. There's the volume. There's how many transfers have occurred in the last week. All right, that's the IBC in. That's the IBC volume. I'm sorry, that's the volume out. That's the volume in. You can literally see what is being generated on this token. Now, it got even more interesting. Right now because, in case you didn't notice, Osmosis turned on some fees. They turned on some fees. Now we had some funny memes that were hitting the podcast because they were, oh, so it begins, all this other standing at the all the Lord of the Rings references that were coming in on that one. But I actually like that they're doing that, because Emery and I have had discussions about this for a while. There's no way they can maintain zero. You cannot put the amount of computing power that is going to work right here in Osmosis every day. Look at these transactions. Look at the number of them. You cannot continue to give that away. All right? You are hemorrhaging money every single time that you make a transaction. It's got to come from somewhere. It really does. Now, this time it's coming from your wallet. It's doing it in an Osmosis fashion at 9, 10, 11 cents per transaction. It's minuscule, all right? It's not even dust, man. It's whatever. We'll call it U-dust. Emery will get that one. That's the fee that you're paying for this. But I kind of like it. Even though I make a lot of transactions, I kind of like it, because where I'm making 5, 10, 15 transactions a day, I know that there are hundreds of thousands of them that are happening on Osmosis. And if they are getting a little bit of U-dust every time that they make the transaction, it's going to help stabilize this token, because more money is coming in, and that's a good thing. That is a good thing. So when we come, I'm sorry, I derailed myself. You know what? Let me get some booze. Hang on. It's not booze, guys. It's apple juice. Stand by. And it's very tasty apple juice. Thank you. Thank you very much. This pool right here is paired with a stable token. Now, when I do liquidity pools, I like to pair with a stable token wherever possible. And if I can't get a true stable coin, then I'm going to pair it with the most stable coin that I can find to go along with it. The reason, because I'm in these pools, I'm in these LPs for the APR. I want my money to stay as flat as possible. All right, I'm not banking on the coin going up. I am banking on the fact that I'm getting an APR 24/7, 365 on the total value that I have in that LP. I don't want that value to move. I want it stable, stable, stable. So 560 absolutely is my Alamo. It will continue to be my Alamo, because I have effectively 2 paired stable coins in here. And Osmo, again, if you take a good look on this one, man, I don't think Osmo is going to be much higher 6 months from now. I think it'll be sitting real close to about where it is right now. They continue to onboard more L1s, more transactions are going to be happening. They're starting to get a piece of each and every one of them. But due to the nature of Osmo and the way that it was created, I don't think that token price is going to change much. It really isn't. It is designed to be effectively stable. Now, the more tokens that are minted and the closer they start getting to parity and all that's when we start to get supply and demand kicking in. But right now we don't have that. So if we don't have that, then you have to fall back to the tokenomics, and the tokenomics are suggesting that this thing is going to be real close to where it is, plus or minus 10, 15% either way. And in crypto, I consider that stable. UST, I don't have to tell you about UST. You understand UST. All right, UST is $1. That's what it's worth. Tomorrow it'll be $1. 6 months from now it's going to be $1. Whatever the dollar is worth. We always seem to ignore that one, by the way. Do you ever notice that, Emery? And I see that you're watching. Ever notice how we never talk about pure fiat dollar, the inflationary nature of it, purchasing power of the dollar? It's just something people are comfortable with. They know what a dollar is. They're comfortable with a dollar. But they don't seem to, a lot of people don't seem to equate $1 to purchasing power and what you can buy with that $1. That's the problem. And that is the only real problem with stable coins on here, even though they're pegged to $1. They're worth $1. But every single day, the dollar is worth a little bit less. Not mathematically, not psychologically. It's always going to be worth $1. But what you can buy with it is a little bit less constantly. Over and over and over, the dollar is going to be worth a little bit less. So on paper right here, this is an excellent pool. All the way around, this is simply an excellent pool, 102% APR if you turn on the super staking, 102% APR for a stable token. I'm going to wake up tomorrow, and that's going to be right about where it is. I'm going to wake up 6 months from now, and it's probably going to be right about where it is. So I am, all of my rewards are paid right over here to Osmo, and I spread those out. which is going to lead me in. And this might be the whole show, guys. So if this bores you, me actually talking about money and why I am where I am and for all the reasons, you know what? I forgive you. Thank you for thanks for tuning in. But I think the context matters. I really think it matters because a lot more people are picking up on this now, man. I'm starting to see more and more videos. People just blindly saying APR, farm, get it. This is how to go. Just get the money working and find the highest APR you possibly can. I couldn't think of worse advice. I absolutely could not think of worse advice than that. Because what you're doing is telling them to put their money in the slot machine because it always pays. Now, mathematically, it will give you that APR. But what are you collecting? Because if you're collecting all of that in like some of these just absolutely trash coins, what good is it? What are you going to do with it? You can't even, no one will buy it. You are literally have a pile of crap in your front yard, and every day a dump truck pours more onto it. So it's great. You have a very impressive pile. It is wonderful, but it's still crap. So having a big pile of crap doesn't make it better. It just makes it more obvious. Look at you, man. I'm proud. So I just wanted to make sure that we only, I don't know. This is the other thing. Emery and Bell both say it. You got to say it over and over and over. Guys, look, I don't want to say it over and over and over. I want to say it once and just, nail it in and just walk away from it. But yeah, they said you've got to keep hitting on this. So that's what the show is today, guys. And I am sorry. And we managed to, I think Belle's going to quit. I think that's where she is, man. I think she might be just saying, enough of this. We've been making her go live a lot, and she does not make a lot of money from this. So, I think she's good. Anyway, I digress. So let me lead into pool number. I'm sorry. I gotta get back to that real quick. Bostrom Master posted up the Bostrom. Let's show you Bostrom. This one is great. Bostrom is absolutely fantastic. It's a token that I recommend because as a YouTube host, I like to give away money. And I like to give away the most that I can. And when I'm giving you 250 or 300,000 Bostrom, I think that's just a good thing, man. And I put in like $25, and let me see what we got there, 148 million, and we'll claim another 800,000 because it is just this fun. I can give it away 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 Bostrom at a time, and I feel like a superstar. So aside from that, I know people are starting to talk up when Bostrom gets to a penny, guys. Bostrom ain't getting to a penny. Let me save you the mystery right now. I hate to be the poo-poo naysayer. Bostrom isn't going to a penny. All right? That ain't happening. You know what? Dream big, and that would certainly be one, but Bostrom's not. We haven't even figured out what the hell it does yet. We don't even know what it does yet. Okay, I'll do a price prediction. Master's asking for a price prediction. Bostrom's going to go to $1.80. Yep, 6 months. Just wait. You guys don't know what it does, but I do. Even though I just said I don't know what it does, I actually do. All right? And it really doesn't matter what I say as long I was just watching Blues Traveler. As long as I speak with inflection. So, Bostrom. Keep an eye on Bostrom. And again, for those who don't recognize satire, here it is.
Oh, hey. You.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a meme token, man. Stay the hell away from that. Unless you got an extra $20 and just like to claim lots, go for it. But again, all that is a bigger, obvious pile of crap. I'm not going to really get much out of that. So let me come back around over here and give you some context on Pool 584, which you will notice is not paired to a stable coin, but in Scott world, in the podcast world, in my world, right here, Osmo is my stable coin. Osmo absolutely is my stable coin. When I can't find one directly, Osmo is my next best. Now, when Secret was bottoming out, and if you guys watched my videos a couple weeks ago, I told you I was doing this. I absolutely told you this is what I am doing. So I've been I get about 65, up and down a little bit, about $65 a day-ish in my Osmo rewards for all the pools, everything that I have staked up there. I collect about $65 a day. If you throw in the SIF chain, then it's closer to $75. But I told you that I was going to be pouring all of my rewards into pool 584 for a little bit, even though it's a lower APR. You see that right there, guys? You see that 58.55, even though I have higher here, basically everywhere. But I told you I was going to be socking a lot into this. Now, Secret's got a lot coming up, but I am literally not purchasing this. Well, I am for the Secret, but I'm not paying it or purchasing this one because I think Secret's going to do something revolutionary. I'm buying all this because I think Jackal is going to do something revolutionary for Secret. So I am, you know what, we're I don't even know. Emery should be on right now. He knows what I got. So this is a level 2 purchase. That's what, let's call it there, man. It's a L2. I'm doing an L2 Secret purchase because I believe that Jackal is going to start moving the needle for this one. Now, they've been doing kind of okay all by themselves. You see it at the top, 536. I was getting in about 440. Right around there is where I was just dumping it all in. And because I purchase it every day, it's basically a DCA. So there's no real way that I lose on this one, up or down. It's going to be about where I need it to be. But I told you guys I was doing this, and I was pouring money into it, so you can see that I'm starting to get a little reasonable value. But the best part of that is that it didn't cost me a thing, not a thing. All right, nothing. That is approximately 2 weeks-ish of just pure Osmo rewards. All right, so I didn't actually buy any of this. I let Osmo buy it. I let my APRs buy it for me. I let Smart Money buy it for me. So this is one. I don't even know which kind of percentage you'd call that up. That is pure moon. I didn't pay a cent for it. Didn't pay a cent for it. And I'm collecting 58.55% on it. Now, Secret also is going to get a little bit more visibility because they listed on Kraken. That was the big, they had a big announcement today that they listed on Kraken. I don't even know all the other places that you can buy Secret. I mean, I know CFI, Sienna, clearly you can get it on Osmosis, and I guess Kraken will have it now. So it's also going to get some visibility from people that are going to jump on something that's new. It's not new. It's new to them because they've never seen it, never heard of it, never researched it, don't know what the Cosmos is, has no idea. But it's new, and it sounds innovative, even though they've been doing it for a while. And sure, so it's going to get some price from some speculation from price. I don't really care about that. Again, that's volatility action, and I don't like to participate in that. But again, because I'm not paying anything for it, it's just pure white meat for me. But Secret's got a lot coming up. All right, they continue to push it, and honestly, Secret Network is the only. You know what? We'll go full screen on this. Secret Network is the only network that can do what they do. That's it. Nobody else does secret smart contracts right now. Nobody. I don't even know if anybody's working on it. I mean, I haven't heard anything. So Secret right now has a complete monopoly on secret smart contracts. They're the only ones who are doing it. So anything that's being built on that, there's a reason that it's being built on that. Jackal is with Secret. They have to be, due to the nature of the token, the way that it works, and the nature of the tech, that they have to do it with Secret. That's it. That's the way it works. So because I expect Jackal to do well, I'm L2 purchasing Secret because Secret's going to rise organically because Jackal is using the hell out of it. So, you know what? Go me. But again, this is a token that I'm intimately familiar with, paired with what I consider a stable token. And I'm collecting 58.55% on it, man. Now, that thing's gone up and down. It's gone to 70. It's gone to 40. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. All right? What matters is that I'm earning solidly on two tokens that I absolutely believe in. I consider this little or no risk. That's me personally. Look, right here. Not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what I'm doing. And I consider this an absolutely solid look. Not seeing my stake CFI on the infinity pool. You know what? Why don't we take a look? I got a little bit of dough over here. Let me see. We'll pull up Secret Swap. And wait for it. Secret Swap, infinity pool, and let's see. I see mine. Again, YouTube wallet, guys, give me a break here. But no, mine is showing up. So I don't know, man. Refresh, log out of your wallet, log back into your wallet. That's usually the kicker on this one, man, is you just, you reboot. So I'd recommend you maybe go that way. But anyway, guys, look, this is a monologue that absolutely got out of control. Got one more pool I want to talk about. But if you guys could do me a huge, huge favor, because it's tough to do the show the way that we do the show, and to do it alone is just, it's absolutely a bear. So if you guys could give me 60 seconds, let me top up the love here. I will be right back. We'll finish exploring my wallet, and then I will scroll through and try to get to any of the questions that I might have missed. So if I could find my break button, hang on. It's got to be, I never do this. We never do this live because I don't need to. But there it is. Okay. So anyway, if you guys could please give me 60 seconds, I will be right back. We'll continue the exploration and what's all this commercial gibberish people are talking about on the AMP Reddit page. Is it real? You know what? I'll take a look. I'll take a look during the break. So if you could, guys, please stand by. I'll be right back. Thank you. And yes, we're still in black and white. I'm taking a look at the AMP Reddit. I don't see which particular article that you're talking about on here. There's been a lot of discussion on AMP. I mean, obviously, man, look, we built our channel. I built my channel on AMP before, I think, before the information dried up, before deadlines were missed, before coming soon became the entire statement of AMP coming soon, or Flexa coming soon, all these partnerships, everything coming soon. You can only take so much of it before the opportunity cost just absolutely buries your investment. So I still have no problem with the token. I do have a lot of problem with some of the management, the silence. And I'm not going to defend silence, man. I'm just not going to. All right. Look, I'm an investor. You are obligated to me. You are absolutely obligated to me, because try to make a go without anybody investing in it. All right. You know what you are now? Nothing. So I've always felt that you kind of owe me some answers, because you are holding my money. You've lost a great deal of it. Well, not I was out before, but there's a lot of people that are just absolutely buried over there, upside down. I feel that they are being done a disservice by management. Silence is great sometimes, man. When you're in the middle of a scandal, don't say anything. All right, sit it out. But you're not in a scandal. All right, you are you're developing a product that needs massive amounts of visibility, and you're just not doing it. So for the life of me, I can't riddle that one out. I mean, look at Fetch. You can't get away from Fetch. They are everywhere. Personally, I think it's the AI that is doing the business, and I'm a big fan, by the way. Huge fan, by the way. But I think it's the AI that has cracked the algorithm and said, we need to make a Twitter post every 3 minutes to ensure maximum visibility. And they seem to be doing it. You can go weeks in between hearing anything from AMP, just absolutely weeks. So for a long time, we'd entertained use cases for AMP. We've talked that up for a lot of different ways. I thought it'd be excellent in insurance. I thought it'd be excellent for like real estate equity and escrow and all that other stuff. I thought it would be a fantastic fit for that. But, I don't think they're looking that direction. it's more like when you're just throwing things out, and that seems to be some of the stuff that they're throwing out. If you truly understand what AMP is and how AMP works, you get the direction that they're going with it, because it's basically it's a marker. That's all it is. We will settle your debt. We'll hold your debt. We're going to take it to Coinbase or Gemini. We are going to settle that debt right there, and then the network is made whole. Plus, 1%, which they go out to the open market, buy AMP, put it back on the network, distribute it to stakers. That's and literally, man, that is A to B to C. That's how it works. So I'm not sure exactly how they would do that, integrated into the legacy world. I don't know, man. Maybe you find an issuing bank, find a bank that will issue the AMP credit card. And maybe you could start to get something like that. But in that case, man, you're just a fiat credit card that you could do it cheaper. Now, I think that's a good way to go. I think it'd be a great way for them to look. But they have no interest in it. I mean, there's just no interest in it, because if they had interest in it, they'd already be doing it. So, okay. Anyway, let me see. I did look through, and I'll catch the questions later, guys, but I do want to finish it. This is tough to do by myself, man. This is a rough show. We jump around, man. We like to hit a lot of topics, and we don't do price prediction or Oracle, chart reading. So it's tough to do sometimes, and it is tough to do it alone. But I'm doing my best. So anyway, let's get back to my wallet. I have one more LP I want to talk about, and that is this one right here, Pool 629. You can see by the balance that I have in this, and again, my real wallet has more zeros, but I'm sure you get where I'm going. I think this one is just an absolutely rock solid, good investment. Once again, I am paired with a stable token, or what I consider a stable token in Osmo. I like Rowan. I love Rowan because what they're doing is very innovative. And you guys might have noticed I'm doing a lot of SIF chain videos. They're not getting any more views, so I think we hit viewer fatigue on that one. So I'm going to have to sit some of those out for a while. We will be getting them on the show. They will be, the SIF Chain folks will be coming on the podcast on the 14th. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or observations for SIF Chain, just wait till they come on. Give me a couple of weeks. We're going to have them on the show. Ask them direct. We are AMA always, including when we have guests on. So if it bothers you, it bothers us. So let's get the questions in front of them, because whether you're into Rowan or not into Rowan, you deserve to hear the information. And from the horse's mouth is always better than from my mouth. So we're getting them on the show. You guys can ask them anything you want. But I like what SIF Chain is doing. I believe it's very innovative. Cross-chain. Love cross-chain. The fact that they have so, you know what, why don't I just show you? It's probably easier. And again, I think most of you guys are familiar with SIF Chain. So you would just come here to sifchain-dex.forbol.com and wait for it. Boom, there you go. You're on SIF Chain. So if you look down here, these are the Ethereum tokens that are offered up over here. There's a lot of them. All right, there's some blue chips on here. You got Phantom, you got Keep, you got Matic, you got Shiba. You have a lot of very good blue chip Ethereum tokens that are available over here on SIF Chain. Now, these are not native Ethereum tokens. These are wrapped Ethereum tokens, but their value is pegged directly to the native token. So for all intents and purposes, and directly for your intents and purposes, it's Ethereum. It is the Ethereum version of the token. This Shiba right here, its value is pegged directly to the native Shiba. That's how it works. All right. It just is wrapped so that it can exist out here on the Cosmos, so that it can exist over here. Now, making a trade with it is nice and simple. I mean, here you go. Let me see what I got. I got something. What do I got here? I have 19 Rowan. So give me 1 second, and we're going to swap 5 Rowan, about 50 cents, and we're going to swap it here for 19,000 Shiba. So I don't even care about the slippage. It doesn't matter. We're just going to go ahead and make this transfer. We're going to pay the 3 cents, even though I'm only paying 50 cents for it. So almost a 10% fee for me to do this. And like I said, the UI is still having some front-end issues, so I'm not really sweating it, and it's 50 cents, so I don't care a bit. But if you come down here to SIF Chain, all right, look at there. It went right through. If you come over here to your SIF Chain wallet and for SIF chain, this wallet, think of MetaMask, man. That's what it is. This is the MetaMask. So you can see that I only have a single SIF chain wallet, but the Shiba that I just purchased is automatically loaded in, and I have an extra 20,000 Shiba Inu, just like that. That's how that works. Now, Emery and I send this around all the time, and I usually do it during live streams when I'm not alone here. I can do it when I actually got folks on. But I can send this directly to somebody else. Doesn't matter. As long as I have their SIF chain address, that's all I need. I type in their SIF chain address. I say how much. I pay the penny, 1 penny. You can see it right there. Look, 1 penny. I hit send, and that amount of Ethereum Shiba, pegged to the Ethereum value of Shiba, will go from my SIF chain wallet to their SIF chain wallet. So we are transacting in Ethereum. We are transacting in Shiba. That's it. Value for value. But we're doing it for 1 penny. Now, if we tried to make that same swap via MetaMask, we've been averaging anywhere from $15 to $20. Now, Ethereum's been up lately, so it's going to be even more expensive. But it's let's just call it $15. So you could do this on MetaMask or any other wallet that will support Shiba, and you can do it over the Ethereum chain for $15. Or you could come right here and do it for a penny. It is literally in your interest, in the interest of anybody that's making this, to bring it over here, import it to SIF chain, get it wrapped, and conduct your business right over here on the Cosmos, right here on the SIF chain wallet. It is literally less expensive. I've just illustrated that. So it's for that type of innovation that I am starting to really, really, really gear up and continue to get behind SIF chain. I think they're doing something great here. Now, it's early. It is still early. But the fact that this exists and that exists over here on Cosmos, and I like to take a 30,000-foot view and see what could you do with this. I am literally seeing something like this, somebody building onto SIF chain, let's call it a pay rail, that somebody is literally could conceivably build a pay rail similar to what AMP is doing, similar to what Solana Pay is doing, similar to what all of these other things are doing, but build it for Cosmos. And because it's cross-chain compatible, it would take the Ethereum tokens that are listed right here, and there's an awful lot of them. There are quite a few of them. And it could also do it with any of the Osmosis tokens that are listed on here. And they're the big one, of course, being Osmo, being UST. All of these standard tokens that exist in Cosmos that also exist in SIF chain, you could literally build a pay rail. You could do it if there was a demand for it. But now the two pieces are in place of what you need to make that work. Now, 6 months from now, more things are building out here on the Cosmos. It's getting bigger and bigger. They're going to have legacy-facing products that are starting to come, that are coming online. I give you Jackal, ladies and gentlemen. I give you Jackal. These things are going to be accepting different types of currency. You could literally settle it right here on SIF chain. Build your swap, and you can do it right here on SIF chain. I'm sure they'd love to have it because they're getting that Rowan action, that fee action on every single transaction. And the fact that they could do it so cheap, it just seems like, again, from 30,000 feet, it just seems like this is such a winner. It has potential. Not saying it will be built. I'm saying that it could. And I exist on what could be done. This is where I've made all my crypto money, on what could be done, seeing what could be done and getting in early. So because of that, because of the way SIF chain works, because of the things that it can do that it's not doing yet, that's why my money's in there. That's why I went heavy into this one. And it's not only that. Let's look at the charts. I love charts because they tell me what happened. I believe that they are of zero use to tell you about what is about to happen, but I think they are 100% accurate telling you what did happen. So let me show you why else I am a big fan of SIF chain. This is why I am a huge fan of SIF chain. Because from the October rush, when everything was up, everything blew out, crypto was great, we were all geniuses. From that October rush, this thing bottomed out to under 8 cents. And when I saw that, and I saw it on osmosis, I said, my God, how can you lose? It's a great idea. It's coming to fruition. The locked value on it continues to increase over and over and over. And it's just a good idea. So I started pouring money in there, and it's worked out pretty damn well for me. But, yeah, if you want to use a chart, that's how you use a chart. All right, that's where you see, oh, my God, this thing's at the bottom, and you just take advantage of it. So, and what I'm saying with their total lock value, look at our videos from about a month ago, because that TVL was half of what it is now. Half. You don't think other people are starting to notice what they got going on over here, the upgrades that are coming out of this one. Now, for me, from a YouTube perspective, it's unfortunate because I think, yeah, MJ, absolutely, man. That thing is absolutely tip top. I'm very bullish on it. And again, man, look, man, my balances reflect it. All right, I'm not pushing this, telling you to buy it. I'm telling you that I did. And I'm taking advantage of it every way that I can. I would have had this doubled up right now, but again, I was pulling out and putting over here into pool 584 because I don't want to miss the secret thing. There's a lot going on, and the token's going to do well for me. So I'm over here collecting it. This one, I love this one because it's liquid. It's every 24/7, 365. That little number keeps going up, and it's liquid. I can pull it anytime that I want. So. The difference between the straight stake at 193%, 193%. And people are still poo-pooing that, man. They're just, oh, my God, yeah, but. That's going to be my next crypto t-shirt, by the way, guys, is yeah, but. That's it, man, because if you want to have some fun, start a YouTube channel about crypto, because every other comment you're going to get is a yeah, but. Even when you illustrate it, man, 193%. Yeah, but. Okay, you know what? I'm done with you. I'm done talking. I collected here. I collected here. I collected here. So I'm hitting every wicket that I can for Rowan because it's a strong product, man. I believe in SIFT-Chain. I believe in what they're doing, and I think they're going to do well. They are not even fully developed yet, man. This is still beta. And they're just shy of $100 million lock value for a beta product. I don't know, man. Maybe we're just spoiled. We're all spoiled over here because you look at the pool liquidity, 560 and 561. You're about $1.1 billion. $1.1 billion locked in 3 pools. That's it. All the rest of these combined, well, except 562. 562 is pretty strong too, man. 171. I'm starting to poo-poo locked value at 171 million. I said, yeah, but that I almost went there. That's funny. I'm giving myself a round of applause for that. So I'm taking advantage of Rowan in every way that I could take advantage of, man. I'm in the pools for the people, 300% APR, and that's my dog. I'm sorry, we got somebody coming in. I'm taking advantage of that. My biggest pool in this one is Rowan and USDC because, again, guys, what do you know about Scott? He likes to pair with stable coins. So if you could give me what is effectively a stable token that is at or near its bottom, pair it with a token that I know is going to be stable. I'm looking at very little arbitrage from this one. I'm looking at very little IL risk, and you're going to give me 300% APR. That's why I got a special video today, and I never do those. You guys, if you've been watching me for any length of time, you know I've never done those. I don't call out very specific pools like that because I don't really care what you spend your money on. I'm not here to tell you what to spend your money on. I'm here to tell you what I spend my money on, and that happens to be... Yeah, he did. I'll see if I get him on the screen. Harvey! Come here, buddy. We're off screen. Harvey! He'll come down. Okay. Hey, look. You guys want to see my dog? Come here, Harvey. Harvey! Come here and see Daddy. Come here and see Daddy. Come on. Come on, come on. We'll see if he even shows up. Harvey, come here. Come here and see Daddy. There's a puppy dog. Look at it. Who's your daddy's boy, huh? Look. You're on camera. Say hi to Daddy. Who's your puppy dog? Look at him. This is Harvey. He's a 9-year-old Brittany. He's my buddy. He sits down here with me, and nobody else does. So Harvey comes down to the dungeon with me. Okay, so look, guys, we hit. I think we wrapped up, and I hope everything that I've been talking about here for the last 50 minutes has added in a little bit of context and about what I do, why I do it, and how I do it. I don't blindly chase APRs. I will chase APRs in really good products. And the fact that I can collect 165.48% on this one right here and be paid in Osmo, because I like to be paid in Osmo. You're paying me, again, in what I consider to be a stable token. So if I can collect that money, I'm all over it, man. I am absolutely all over it. I could double what I'm pulling on this one if I was to put it over there on Rowan and USDC. But you know what? You got to take care of the home court, and for me, the home court is osmosis. So you got to take care of the home, and here I am with this one. So yeah, again, even though it makes no financial sense for me to do it, because I could double it up with Rowan USDC, but again, I try to pair Osmo anywhere that I can. So with that, this would normally be where I'd have Bell taking over and talking it up for you guys, but there is no Bell tonight. I no longer watch, from Mitchell Reed, I no longer watch a pod only for Harvey. He'll come down and visit you, man, anytime that you want. He likes coming up here. I got a fat dog down here. Her name's Bella. She's a big yellow dog. Yeah, she doesn't come down here much because she doesn't like to go up and down the stairs. All right, let me take a look at some comments, guys. I'm sorry, this is what I never wanted to do, is have to look over here and see comments, but here we are. From MJ, already brought Ethereum to Cosmos. Evie Moss, who? Yes. Let me see. What's all this commercial gibberish? I'm sorry, I addressed that one earlier. That's from the AMP forum. I'm not sure specifically what you're saying on that one, man. If you want to send me an email, I promise you I will give you my full attention on that. It's kind of hard to find it during a live stream. Master, you should do a prediction sometime. I did. Did you want me to do I have to do it like Kramer? Is that it? Do I have to like smash my coffee mug and tell you that this thing's going to go up 88% just because it's valued at 1955, so of course it's going to go up 88%. Who can't see that? So you know what? Maybe we'll do that. And I know you guys were talking about that. You wanted me to do like a Kramer commercial, because I'd be so good at it. We're setting it up. All right, there's more equipment involved to actually make that work, but we're setting it up. And if it's a hit, if you guys like it, that might be my studio going forward. So we could have, I could have the crazy crap and the dancing hula girls and the boards tickering away. So we might, if we set it up for the commercial and you guys like it, that might be the studio going forward. Even though I'm not wearing I'm not rolling up my sleeves. I don't do that. From Bell, don't smash the mug. You know what? Do what I want. You want to stop me from doing something? Do your job. Come on the show. I don't see you here. Buy Bear Stern, Jim Cramer. Yeah. How could you not, man? Like, if I'd buy more right now if I could. Let me see. Jack Sparrow, the only people that would complain about new Osmos fees are folks that didn't spend a lifetime trading on Ethereum. It is absolutely all relative. For Jack Sparrow, no, man, you're absolutely right on that one. Let me see. Anything else? Black and White from Steve Bogus. Yeah, man, going old school. Wow, we got no comments tonight. Were you guys just so captivated by my every talking moment that you can't take a minute to tap something out? Or do you not want my ire? I don't attack people for comments, man. I don't care. If you've ever read the comments on my on the videos, man, they're pretty dark. Yeah, so I'm not gonna jump on you, or either that, or you've gotten all the knowledge that I could possibly pass along, and maybe it's time to retire the podcast. We might be going that direction as well. Ryan Deegan, DVPN. Is this a decent entry for a project with a decent product? I believe so. I don't own as much as I should on the YouTube wallet, but I assure you I own more on the personal wallet. I will get behind products if they're a good product. This one, DVPN, I absolutely believe I think it's fantastic product. I think it's work. They're going to have some work cut out for them, because you're talking about VPNs. And if they were the very first decentralized VPN, I think, you know what, it's out of the park. They're going to nail it. But Orchid's been out here, and they've been doing a pretty good job. I mean, it's actually my personal VPN is actually Orchid. Hang on, I'll show you here. So my personal VPN is actually Orchid. I try to embrace anything blockchain, man. If it's blockchain, I want to be a part of it. And I'm making a YouTube channel about crypto. So if I'm not embracing crypto products, how disingenuous do I really need to be to tell you to buy something that I won't, or tell you to use something that I'm not using? The insanity of doing something like that is just completely lost on me. But I understand that's how YouTube works. They keep telling me that you got to do the YouTube way, but I can't do it, man. I can only talk up products that I own. Now, one of the things that DVPN has been working on that just has me absolutely intrigued, and I really hope they bring this to market, is their home router. So it's a router with built-in DVPN that will also act as a miner. So that is what I'm looking for, and if they can bring that to market, that's what sets them off, because I promise you I'm using it. I'm promising you most of you are going to use it too, because it is just, a VPN on your router. So anything connected to that router is connected to a VPN that will literally farm DVPN for you. All right, now it's not the value of that. It's the fact that anything that you pull in there, any of the data that's going in and out, man, it's through a VPN. I love that idea. I absolutely love that. I think it's fascinating. And I know they got the prototype, so I'm just waiting for that to come to market. When that comes to market, I think that's what sets that one off, man. Because, I mean, you can literally, a legacy world-facing product, you'll find it in Best Buy. The DVPN router. Look at this. This is all the stuff that we do, and it's got a built-in DVPN. I think it's a great idea, and I can't wait for it. So that's the one that really sets that off. Is it a good buy-in price? Yeah. You know what? Show you the wallet again. Just the fact that it is where I want to say bottomed out, but nothing bottoms out, man. There is no, until it hits 0.00 nothing, when it has no value whatsoever. That's bottomed out. So there's always room to drop. But currently I consider it a pretty good position. I don't think it's a bad time to get in. I like it. And the fact that you can just directly stake it at 51%, man, it's really tough to lose on that one, or to lose. It's tough to lose the farm on this one. You could still drop some dough, but it's tough to go bankrupt on this one. So, yeah, I think I think that's a good place for it, and I have more. I have more than I'm showing, but again, it's waiting for the product. 30,000 feet. I think it's fantastic, and off it goes. All right. CFI DVPM doing 94% on Secret Swap. I think I need to get in there. Yeah, man. Anytime that you can earn with your tokens, I highly recommend that. And you know what? That is financial advice. That is financial advice. If you could put your money to work and you're not, what's your plan? I would want you on the show. I really do, because I want you to change my mind. Tell me how I'm doing it wrong by letting my money earn for me when I'm doing nothing. I would love to hear the rationale behind that, man, and I am all ears. Convince me that I'm doing it wrong. You know what? If you do, you win. You can have my T-shirt, and I'm out, because I don't see how that will possibly happen. From Nate, been keeping an eye on ADA this past week. It's moved a lot overall. I like ADA. I do. Now, I don't spend as much time talking about it, because most of the stuff that I truly love and where most of my money is sitting over here on Cosmos. I don't have a lot of ADA, and I don't have a lot working on ADA. So I don't want to be that guy that spends all of his time talking about a product that he's not heavy in, because, again, to me, it seems disingenuous. So I try to make the most I can out of Cosmos, because this is where most of my money is. But rest assured, Solana, ADA, all that, I keep a real good eye on these things. Crow, of course, of course, I keep an eye on Chronos, so take that for what it is. Scott, you're supposed to buy, hold, and lose, of course. DCA. Yeah. Yeah, I don't DCA, man. I do with my rewards, because it doesn't cost me anything. But my part of my investment strategy is not DCAing. I'd prefer to get into products that I don't have to. So take that for where it's worth. Have you looked at FOT or GFOT over 3,000% APR? Ivan, I have not, but I will take a look at it. And if it seems like a rule for his marble, if that 3,000% APR is based on a solid product, I promise you I'll kick out videos on it, man. If it seems like something that I can get behind, I promise you I'll take a look at it. But again, man, it's got to be a product. It's got to make sense to me. That's really all it is. So, all right, folks, look, I thank you so much for putting up for with an hour of my babbling. I hope I was able to add some context to a lot of the stuff that I've been saying for a long time here, man. I just want to be real clear here. APRs are great. APRs in solid products are better, and I will always default that way. So I just want to make sure that we're clear. I am not an influencer, all right? I don't want anybody trading based on anything that I say, because I'm not going to cover your losses. So I don't guess. I don't do price. I don't do any of that stuff because I'm not going to cover your losses. So there you go. One thought for voting on JudoProv, free money to play with. Brian, I'll take a look at that too. But anyway, guys, look, man, we are at an hour. Thank you so much for joining me. It means the world to me, man, that anybody will tune in and just listen to an old man babble about crypto. So it does my heart good every single time that we come around and do this stuff. But with that, guys, I am all done for tonight. We will be back on Thursday. Bell may or may not be there. Emery may or may not be there, but I promise you I will be there. So if it's Scott alone again, I'll find something new to talk about. I always do. But until next time, guys, please stay safe. Please be smart with your money. And we will catch you on Thursday. Take care, man. We are dropping new videos and podcasts every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And be sure to look for us on Instagram, Twitter, and Parler at ThePodocasts. Also, visit our page at ThePodocasts.com, all one word, for all of our most current content.